Well, the plan was to wake up at 4 something AM to haul ass up some mountain, do the touristy thing, walk up, enjoy the sunrise, take a smiling selfie like, yeah, nature. Well, that was the plan. I woke up closer to 5 something AM, way too close for sunrise for my liking. If the plan wasn't to be there before sunrise, I'd already failed. I stumbled around in the dark, all my preparation undone when I stubbed my foot and cursed the kitchen bench. My keys jangled like a baby rattle, the door squeaked as I opened it, the latch as it closed echoed through the otherwise silent holiday apartment. I knew there'd be hell to pay for waking everyone up, but that was future Ace's problem, and right now I had to hightail it to the mountain. Well, GPS is good, but it ain't great. Similarly, $1 coffee from 7-Eleven, which is now $2, is okay if you're dying for caffeine and there's no hot gravel mixed in with instant coffee beans around. So with something that tasted scarily like a flat white and directions that took kind of the right place, I eventually found my way to the right car park. With my tongue burned from the coffee liquid, I wriggled my already puffy feet into my go-anywhere shoes, took a mouthful of water and headed up. By 5 AM, the sun was up. I'd missed sunrise. What I wouldn't be missing was an army of flies, mosquitoes, gnats, midgies and green things that stuck to my legs, which made every step feel like burning. Did I mention the humidity? 10 steps in and my t-shirt had already developed a healthy amount of under-man-boob sweat. Trails of salty body water dripped down my back, breaking the barrier of elasticated waist shorts and jockstrap, only to cascade and stream down my butt cheek. Each step became a squelch of glorious, glorious sweat. Whilst it may have deterred any human, every insect seemed to love my own particular homegrown brand of eau de parfum. I bought my little Panasonic Lumix. I got it for free, and it has this cool Leica lens, which is a pretty big deal. And what the Lumix makes up for in being lightweight and functional, it lacks in overall image quality. With a kicker of having a dirty big smudge on the lens. You'll see the smudge sticking up like an awkward early morning stiffy on most photos, just hanging around, ruining the ambience and scaring old ladies. I took a stack of photos that I don't particularly like of the lackluster sunrise of an unphotogenic landscape. Well, I finally made it to the top of Mount Coolum. 4 old men ambled their way up, joking in an old man way and generally being old man funny. I loved them instantly. Families practically dragged their kids up the steep path, wondering where it all went wrong. They ranged from gentle encouragement to outright threats, and I secretly delighted in seeing parents bring such pain upon themselves. Perhaps they'll laugh about it in years to come. Perhaps their kids will resent them forevermore. I packed my drone. I quite like a bit of drone footage. You probably noticed, however, there's no drone footage. It's just my GoPro and the amazing images from the Lumix. I was mad excited about doing some drone work at the top of the mountain. Some 365-degree footage, maybe a cool transition or two. But no drone footage. The airport at the bottom of the mountain gets all funny about people flying drones near commercial flights. So y'all just have to miss out and just imagine sweet drone footage, followed by the news headlines of a commercial flight crashing into a drone, killing all on board. The view from the top was hazy, real hazy. The sunrise was mediocre, as were the photos I took. This video, to be honest, I could take it or leave it. I found myself a semi-comfortable rock to perch on. If it wasn't for my horrid butt cherries, it probably would have been much better. Despite the sweat that continued to flow down my quickly dehydrating body, the sting of a million animal bites, the burn of walking up a vertical cliff face, and the welt-sized blisters, I was in heaven. I live for these experiences, for when things don't go to plan, for But when something goes wrong, when the equipment doesn't work, when the walk is much harder than expected, or the weather ruins the experience, I love it. I love the satisfaction of sitting in the experience, smiling, running words over my head on how I can truly portray the bitter unpleasantness of the situation. I wonder how I can make this into a story that you'll all enjoy, how I can put it into sentences, paragraphs, the absolute disappointment of the adventure. I wonder how I can make it so terribly lovely that you'll just be aching to keep watching. So, was this trip up Mount Coolum a waste of time? Was it worth the sweat and the bugs? Was it worth the stupid o'clock wake up, the bad coffee, the burnt tongue? Was it worth my time, even though the view was meh, the camera was meh, and the drone not functioning? You bet. For me, I loved every single second.